12th, 2024 City of Broussard Council meeting. Please remember to adjust your microphones and speak into them so you can be heard clearly on our broadcast. If anyone from our audience would like to make a comment on an item listed on our agenda, please fill out a blue card located in the back of the room and turn it into our city clerk. Each speaker will be given a maximum of 3 minutes. I'd like to welcome Cub Scout Pack 455 to lead us in our pledge. Please come forward. Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome Mr. David Tilley from First Baptist Church of Broussard to lead us in our prayer.
All right, thank you, Ray. Let's pray. Father in heaven, Lord, we just come before you tonight, just honoring you and giving you the glory and the honor, Lord, for being our God and for giving us the opportunity, Lord, to lift up our prayers to you each and every day. Lord, I just want to thank you for all the blessings you give us. I want to thank you for the city of Broussard, for all the residents, Lord, who live here, and especially for the leadership as they meet today, Lord. I pray that your spirit would be here amongst us. Lord, just lead them to make the decisions that you would have. And I pray that everything that happens here today, Lord, would give you honor and glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Item 2.1, acceptance of the minutes of the February 20th, 2024 meeting. Do we have a motion to accept?
Second.
The minutes were supplied in the council's packet. Tina, do we have any public discussion?
No public comment.
No public comment. Council discussion? Question.
District 1? Yeah. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large? Motion approved.
Item 3.1, approval of the January 2024 financial report. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
So the report was emailed out to the council. It's also part of their packet. Happy to report a couple of things. Collections for January were 11% for the month above our budget. We are currently 4% above our year-to-date budget, which puts us 5% more than the year-to-date budget in 23 and a full 21% above the year-to-date budget in 22. So we've been trending very well with sales tax income. Tina, do you have public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion?
Question.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
District 1? Yes. Motion approved.
Item 4.1, Mr. Francis Touchette, Superintendent of Lafayette Parish School Systems. Welcome, Mr. Touchette.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members. You don't mind if I take this out? I want to make sure that I can speak to everyone. First of all, I'm Francis Touchette. I'm the school superintendent. Just been on the job 4 months, and as far as being the full-time superintendent. And one of the goals that I have, whether it be here in Broussard or anywhere else in the communities, is to make sure that I build relationships with our officials within our different municipalities. The one thing that I can tell you is, as being someone who is an official in a neighboring town, is that we all need to be working together for the betterment of what's going on in our schools. And here's the one thing that I promise the community of Broussard moving forward as far as our administration, that you will have access to me and my team on any endeavors that we can do to kind of partner up with what is best for our kids in the school system. This is my 33rd year in public schools, and the one thing that I've found through all of those years is that there are 3 things that we should always keep in mind when it comes to kids. My number 1 pillar is everyone wants to make sure their kid gets home and to school safely. Safety is the priority, and we will hearten these schools. We will do what we need to do as far as making sure to make a promise to the community that safety is going to be a priority. Number two, we have to have well-disciplined schools. We have to teach those expectations. We have to be consistent with those expectations. We have to continue to make sure that our kids understand that this is how we need to be able to act and be able to develop so that we can be good community people when we get up there. The third thing, and I will tell you it is a problem in Lafayette Parish, is attendance. We have a truancy problem with students, and we have a truancy problem with adults. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's not just good enough to be able to give somebody a paycheck today. I am looking for creative ways to, first of all, hire people. Lafayette Parish is the biggest business. Parish school system is the biggest business in Lafayette Parish. We employ over 4,400 employees. We have a $657 million budget. That is not good enough, and we can't get people to come to work. But more importantly, it's about our kids. I need for our parents, I need for our officials to understand that we have to get our kids to come to school. Our kids are losing out in so much when they're not in front of our teachers. I will end by saying this, that the Lafayette Parish School System is open to business as far as helping and working with the city of Broussard. That is my commitment to you. That is my commitment to this community, to make sure that our kids are successful as far as being good young adults. Thank you so much. I'll leave some cards with my cell number. I am going to the Milton community meeting also. I've been to all of the different municipalities, and I'm really trying to get myself. What I will assure you is that 3 times a year, I'll come in front of you and give you updates on what's going on with the schools, so that at least you have some opportunities to be able to engage with me and we can get that information to you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Item 4.2, proclamation declaring March 12, 2024 as Main Street Day at the Capitol. Millicent Norbert is here to give us an explanation. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Excited to be here this evening on behalf of our Main Street Board, requesting your support of a proclamation declaring Tuesday, March 19th, 2024 as Main Street Day at the Louisiana State Capitol. I asked Mayor Bork to consider this proclamation and bring this forth this evening.
So it's not very lengthy, so I'll read the proclamation on the city's behalf. Whereas the city of Broussard does hereby designate Tuesday, March 19, 2024 as Main Street Day in conjunction with the Main Street Day at the Capitol. Whereas since 1984, Louisiana Main Street has helped communities revitalize their historic downtown, celebrating community character and generating impressive economic results. And whereas the year 2024 marks the 40th anniversary of Louisiana Main Street, and we are joining the statewide celebration for 40 years of transformative work throughout the state. And whereas Louisiana's 36 designated communities have generated impressive results over the last 40 years, logging 15,935 new jobs, 3,785 new businesses, $549.5 million in private investment, $437 million in public investment, and 1.2 million volunteer hours. And whereas every dollar invested in the state program returns $2.90 to $7.40 in sales tax annually, and $190,000 per year of state income taxes generated from jobs created by Main Streets. And whereas the Louisiana Main Street leads a statewide network of designated communities, Abbeville, Bastrop, Columbia, Crowley, Denham Springs, DeRidder, Donaldsonville, Eunice Franklin, Hammond, Homer, Homa, Kenner, Leesville, Minden, Monroe, Morgan City, Natchitoches, New Iberia, New Roads, Opelousas, Plaquemine, Ponchatoula, Ruston, Slidell, Spring Hill, St. Francisville, St. Martinville, Thibodaux, West Monroe, and Winsboro, and the following districts in New Orleans: Broad Street, Lower Ninth Ward, North Rampart Street, O.C. Haley Boulevard, and Old Algiers. And whereas the Louisiana Main Street also works with communities who are on the pathway to potential designations. And currently, Arcadia, Broussard, Louisiana, Jonesville, and Winfield are Lagniappe communities. And whereas the Louisiana Main Street communities are part of a national network of 1,200-plus Main Street communities led by Main Street America. Whereas the Main Street program is a proven model for economic development. When downtown grows, the whole community grows. And whereas leaders of the Main Street communities from all corners of Louisiana are gathering at the state capitol. Therefore, be it resolved that the city of Broussard does hereby designate March 19, 2024 as Main Street Day, hereby commend Louisiana Main Street and its 36 designated communities for our outstanding downtown revitalization efforts throughout the state. And Millicent will represent us at the Capitol on March 19th with our proclamation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Millicent. Item 4.3, condemnation of 308 East Monroe Street. Do we have a motion to condemn?
Make a motion.
Our presenter tonight is Mr. Ben Terrio. Welcome, Ben.
Good evening. So this was inspected April of 2023. Whenever they were notified of condemnation, they actually came to City Hall, met with us. They were going to do some remodeling. So we gave them the opportunity to try to work on the house. As you can see, this is a picture from today at about 10 o'clock this morning. The only improvements made was a few piles of trash pulled from the front. Nothing else has really been addressed. The original report, our building code official, Mr. Rodney Richard, suggested the building be brought up to current standards or condemned and demolished. We're here today because there has been no action, even though they've said that action was going to take place.
Is the property owner telling you anything positive?
The last time I met with the property owner, I met with them on site. They were looking at all the issues and they were going to start making it done, making it complete. And they were supposed to have it done before we even came to a council meeting. And this is where we sit. They haven't done anything. No, I met with them on site. Would have been probably middle of January is whenever the last time I saw them. And I don't know if, I don't see anybody here. So they were served, and I did text them because they don't answer their phone, and told them that they needed to be at this meeting, and they confirmed and said, okay.
A year ago.
A year ago, April 12th, 2023. This was part of the original group. I think we had 12 houses originally, and we were moving district by district, and this is one that just kind of stayed off the agenda because they were supposed to be doing some cleanup.
In my opinion, they've had a year and not much has gotten done. So as far as I'm concerned, let's move forward.
Yes, ma'am. I would tend to agree, especially since they're not here to address it, and they've been.
Even if they were here, it's been a year. We've given a lot of people a lot less time than a year.
Yes, ma'am.
No public comment. Question. District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6.
Yay.
At large.
Yay.
District 1.
Yes.
District 2.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Item 4.4, report on traffic signal construction project at the intersection of North Riviera Road and Fairfield Road. Our report tonight will come from our engineer Walter Como and Daniel Hutchinson with Como Engineering. Welcome, Daniel.
Good evening, council. This is the traffic signal we spoke about at North Riviera Road in Fairfield. We've got the plans from the traffic engineer. We're planning on starting the advertisement next Wednesday, and the tentative bid date is April 17th. So we'll go out to bid for the contractors, and then after that, work through contract documents. After we get through contract documents, they have about 90 days to get it complete. That might fluctuate. We spoke with the electrical engineer today. Some of the electrical components might take a little over 90 days to come in, but we'll keep you all abreast once it goes.
There was a little bit of an issue of getting the right
Oh,
of way
yes,
that
we
was
got
necessary.
we had some
Correct.
issues with the right of way, but I think that got finalized last week or week before last. We actually had to get the land guy to, Mel and I tried to meet with him a few times, and then Discovery Land Group took it from there and stayed on it and got it done. Yeah. We're gonna advertise, we're gonna try to advertise. next
Advertised
week.
next week, and April 17th will be
That's
bid
our
opening.
tentative bid date.
Mayor, I think, from what we're hearing, that the supply chain things have kind of, are not as bad as they were. When we did the intersection of Main and Bernard, I don't know if you recall, but we were waiting months to get some of the components in. And the contractor actually took components from another job and finished us up a little bit earlier. It looks like that's not as big an issue at this point, so.
Well, didn't we upgrade this light compared to what you had came to for originally with a proposal to upgrade for the future?
The original, so at this point, the warrants, and that's how the traffic engineers talk about it. The warrants for this intersection would be a flashing light, which would be quite a bit less expensive to build. But then down the line, we fully anticipate that we'll need a full signalized intersection. We'd have to take all that down and redo it. So after a whole lot of discussion, we decided we would go ahead and put in a full signalized intersection. The other part of this is that one of the critical things that the traffic engineer brought up that we need to look at in the future is to put a left turn lane northbound on La Riviera Road. We're getting a lot of traffic there. That would raise the cost of this substantially. So we designed the layout of the signals such that when we do the actual roadway improvements, we don't have to tear anything up. Everything will be ready and waiting for us. So we kind of future-proofed this as much as we could. So yeah, we kind of upgraded on a few.
You don't know how much that upgrade was. You don't remember how much the upgrade was.
What's our current construction?
Total cost is 374,
That's
374,000.
our estimate.
Or yes, that's our budgeted amount.
Yeah.
100, I think.
But I believe the original, just to put in flashers, going cheap would have been 150, 170.
150,000 if you did
It
a
was
caution
225,
light.
it went to 374.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been able to use any of that again.
We'd
Like
have
this,
to
we
take
can-
all that down
Right.
and start over.
Right.
You guys did a good job. You gave the council 2 or 3 options, and this is where we ended up at.
That's correct.
It's nice to be able to spend a little extra when, just to make the job cater to the future.
The picture that we see up here, Daniel, is that what we can expect as far as the mast and?
Yeah, it's gonna look similar. It's gonna be black poles.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be, there'll be black poles. I think those have longer mast arms on them, but it's gonna be similar.
There's no action on this item. It was just a report since we got to this point. So thank you, Daniel.
And Mayor, I just want to remind you, what delayed this quite a bit was the right-of-way. And we don't know what right-of-way we need till we get a design. And then once we have a design, then you have to go chase the right-of-way. And it took quite a bit longer than what we thought, so.
Well, I'm glad it's behind us now, and we can move forward. Thank you, Walter. Resolutions, item 5.1, resolution number 779-24, a resolution approving the MWPP Municipal Water Pollution Prevention Environmental Audit Report for 2023. Do we have a motion to approve?
Second.
Mel Bertrand, our Public Works Director, is our presenter.
Good evening, everybody. This is the MWPP. We do this every year. We have to include a resolution with it when we turn it into the state. So here we are again. If anybody has any questions.
No public comments. District 4? Yes. District 5?
Yes.
District 6? At large? District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Item 5.2, resolution number 780-24, a resolution approving the substantial completion of the 2022-2023 street overlay project. Do we have a motion to approve? Second. So, again, Daniel is our presenter on this. We have two street overlay projects going on, but this was the first one that
This
we
was the
put in
first
motion,
one.
right?
They had finished the actual overlay part of it quite a while back, but we were waiting on the striping to come in at Morgan. Yeah, Morgan and Fairfield right there around the roundabout. So that kind of delayed the substantial completion, but Mel and I spoke to the striping they were just busy. So we rode through it. Everything's good. So we're recommending substantial completion.
Daniel, would this be right that the roads that were overlaid were Addy Circle, Huval Drive, Kelsey, the Morgan Street Roundabout, Patrick Street, and Bayou de Glace?
Yes, sir.
Sound right for this project, right? The current project is the Moulin Road project.
Yes, the current project's Moulin, Rosemont, and Stanton, the one that they're working on right now.
Tina, do we have public
No
comment?
public comment.
Council discussion?
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Item 5.3, resolution number 781-24, a resolution approving the act of dedication of servitudes in Whispering Meadows Phase 3. Do we have a motion to approve?
Make a motion.
I believe Mel can give us an update on this one, Mel?
We did the walkthrough on this particular subdivision. We generated a punch list, got it to the engineer and the contractor. Everything was addressed, and everything is up to code, up to standard.
Okay, so we just need a council to approve so we can accept the streets?
Yes.
It's the servitudes, right? It's the streets, Mel?
Streets and servitude, yeah.
Streets and servitudes.
No public comment.
Thank you, Tina. Council discussion? Question?
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
District 1 is out. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Ordinances for introduction. Item 6.1, ordinance number 24-793, an ordinance amending the 2023-2024 operating budget of revenues and expenditures for $217,000 for equipment at the police department facility on 5801 Highway 90 East. Do we have a motion to introduce?
Second.
This funding request was mentioned at the last meeting. There's a list for the council in the packet, which Captain Jack Gerard included, and it separates what's being funded in another motion later and what is included in this one. So if there's any question, I'm sure Chief Olivier can help us with that. Is there any public comment, Tina?
No public comment.
Council discussion?
Question?
At large? District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
Motion approved.
Ordinances for adoption. Ordinance number 24-790, an ordinance amending the 2023-2024 operating budget of revenues and expenditures for $1,848,000 for the Eola Road Lift Station and Force Main. Do we have a motion to adopt?
Second.
Walter, Como Engineer was able to supply an aerial of, it's hard to see, I guess, from this position, but it's the Eola Street Lift Station and a very, very long run of a new force main to the sewer pond. Is that correct, Walter?
Yeah, that's right. It is, it's tough to see, but it's so spread out. But this was a lift station that was identified by Mel staff that we needed to pay attention to. It's one of our main lift stations in the city, and time for an upgrade. You want to add to that?
No, that's it in a nutshell. As I explained before, this lift station's been at capacity for quite some time, and this is the lift station that takes care of the entire whole part of town. Everything goes through it, and it pumps it to the pond. Yes, it will. Yes. Right, and it'll be submersible pumps as opposed to suction lift pumps, which is the technology nowadays. They work a lot more efficient. It'll be a lot better system.
No public comment. Question. District 1? Yes. District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
Motion approved.
Item 7.2, ordinance 24-792, an ordinance amending the 2023-2024 operating budget of revenues and expenditures for $546,000 for renovation of the police department facility on 5801 Highway 90 East. Do we have a motion to adopt?
Second.
I see our architect in the back of the room, but I believe he gave us a pretty extensive rundown of it last meeting. Tina, do we have public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion.
Question.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 5?
Yes.
District 6?
Yay.
At large? District 1?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Item 7.3, ordinance number 24-791, an ordinance approving the requested changes to the existing contract with Mr. Cliff Guidry for villas at Albertsons. Do we have a motion to adopt?
Motion. Mayor and Council, if I may speak to this. In studying this, I became concerned whether or not one portion of this contract dealing with the amendment to the provisions relative to traffic was or was not consistent with rules of the state, including constitutional rules relative to the transfer of things of value by any public body. And I'd like to do a little bit more looking at this, including asking for an attorney general. Delay anything with respect to the issuance of the certificate of occupancy or connection to any of the sewer facilities. But I would like to have an opportunity to go further with respect to the issue regarding the traffic. And I'm going to suggest that either that portion be tabled or that you can adopt the ordinance subject to, conditioned on obtaining an Attorney General's opinion that it does not violate applicable law.
How many days, do you think 30 days would be sufficient
I think 30 days, I can get the request out tomorrow. No, this is going to be assigned to an Assistant Attorney General or, under the supervision of one of the supervisors there. And I can ask for an expedited decision on the issue.
with my request.
Personally, I'd be comfortable with the latter part of your statement, that we go ahead and approve it tonight contingent on the approval by the
Which
Attorney
fine,
General.
that satisfies
That way
my
it's
concerns on
done.
behalf of the city.
Yeah.
That was satisfied.
I'm just the opposite. I'm fix it all right and do it. Instead of coming back, you gotta come back. Write it again, rewrite it, amend it. That's just me.
Yeah, but I'm with Jesse. Let's go ahead and kind of get this done, depending on what he says tonight. That way, we're not spending any more time than necessary.
I know that Mr. Guidry's an artist. I know there is a concern about April 1st, Mr. Guidry, and occupancy, so I'm not sure if you heard what Gerald said, but that has to do with the sewer. We're not gonna hold you up. As long as the council allows tonight, the 50, I believe it was, occupancy that you need, and you're dealing with the sewer, we're gonna make sure that, the city works with you well in that regard so you can move forward.
So Gerald, what motion do you need since we're
Well,
up for adoption?
alternatively, either table this, that portion of it, or adopt it subject to, conditioned upon obtaining, an Attorney General's opinion that says it's okay.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make a motion that we adopt it subject to the Attorney General's approval. And we'll give the Attorney General 30 days. Well, not that we could tell the Attorney General how long it takes. But you know what I mean.
No, and I'll make the request.
Yes.
I can make the request first thing in the morning.
I'll second. Public comment is now. Mr. George Bro, I wish to address the council in opposition of yes, sir, Mr. Bro, if you'd come to the microphone, please. Please come to the microphone. Thank you.
I don't have much opportunity to come to several meetings. On this one here, I'd maybe like to pose to Tina, would this be the, I guess, the largest use of public money on a private project as far as the city is concerned? Yeah, and again, you don't have to answer that. I figured you'd hear most of the time. And then the other thing, I guess, at the intersection of Saint Etienne and Albertson, there's two short turn lanes in both directions. They work real well. And, I don't know why, either turn lanes or why the highway between Saint Etienne and the railroad wasn't done. There's probably, 8, 10, 12 businesses right now in that stretch. And it's hell to turn off and on the road a lot of times, especially when the tracks are closed and stuff. And, I guess I'm just trying to figure out if the city moves, approving this, I personally believe that you're gonna be opening yourself up in the future. Anybody else coming into town, will they be able to request and get a variance or something on it? If it's public money for like water, sewer lines and stuff that affect. And then I guess the last thing, does the city expect to have or receive any revenues for the money they're gonna put out? Like if you build a tower, a water tower, you're gonna get the money back in the fees and stuff but I'm gonna keep it short. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. So we have a motion on the floor. We have a
To amend the
second.
ordinance to add the condition of obtaining approval. I think you should address that motion, and if the ordinance will be amended to make that portion of it subject to getting approval, and then vote on it.
So a vote to amend the ordinance, and then there's a vote for the
Correct,
ordinance. So, okay, do we have a call for the question?
You're adding the condition that legally obtain an opinion from the Attorney General saying that this contract does not violate state law.
So you need a motion to amend the ordinance.
I think the motion's been made and seconded. I think y'all just need to vote on that first. First and second is called.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
No.
District 6,
Yay.
District at large,
Yay.
District 1,
So we're voting on to get the Attorney General
Correct,
opinion?
correct.
Okay, yes.
District 2,
We'll guess on that.
So the motion lies on the floor as amended. To move forward, the other,
So now you vote on the motion as amended.
the motion as amended with the Attorney General opinion, subject to, is that what it is, Gerald?
It's good- that portion of the
Approval
contract
subject
is
to the
subject
opinion?
to a favorable opinion being received from the attorney.
As the ordinance was adopted last meeting.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Make a motion. Second. Question.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
No.
District 6,
Yay.
at large,
Yay.
District 1,
No.
District 2,
No.
District 3,
Yes.
motion approved.
Okay, that was the last item on our agenda. If any of the councilmen could stay for a minute after the meeting, we'd like to take a picture with our Cub Scout troop, if they wouldn't mind. Proud to have you here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being at the meeting. Please drive safely. Meeting adjourned.